Hello, welcome to the PHONEWORD Workshops event on Wednesday, April the 13th, 2016. It is 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is part 1 of 2 for the April workshops. I thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be doing a bit of an overview of some of the things that have happened since last month regarding naming, addressing, and numbering, and some other exciting developments in distributed networks. And let's get started right away by taking a look at the ITF Modern Group, working group that met in Buenos Aires on April the 7th. And basically what's happened is they have started to embrace or adopt a architecture that is similar or parallel to the internet domain name system, which is registries, registrars, and registrants. So if you take a look under the ITF 95 Modern Group, under the meetecho.com site, you can follow along and see what transpired. But basically, the key thing that was adopted and worked into the architecture is registrars. So this is an important step, and I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. In addition, they are starting to look at the structure of the toll-free telephone number allocation and administration system that's been in use for a number of years, since the early to mid-90s, and they're looking at that as a model to start to emulate and learn from for all numbering in general, or at least in the North American numbering plan. So take a look at that. I think they're starting to get some direction and take an approach that's likely to prove fruitful. So the other part I'd like to bring up to you today is a platform called IPFS, or Interplanetary File System. And I've been looking at this platform in depth for the last couple months, and starting to dive into some code and set up some demos and test platforms. But this is, I think, a very revolutionary approach to many, many dimensions. So in addition to it being a new peer-to-peer hypermedia protocol, you can also build blockchains from this platform. And we've talked about blockchain technology in the past, and I think it's continuing to gain momentum. But IPFS is becoming a focal point in many respects related to the decentralized, distributed ledger architecture that's really starting to take shape. So take a look at that. I recommend that you take a look at some of the videos that are available. This is Juan Bennett, who's the founder of IPFS. And here he's talking about the 3 approaches to network architecture. In this, he's talking about a centralized formation, which is what we're used to, which is a centralized, basically client-server architecture. This is decentralized, and then this is distributed, which I think is very, very exciting. So take a look at that, and it's my intention to do some demos on IPFS in the future PHONEWORD workshops events. So that's about it for today. We're going to keep it short. You can go to PHONEWORDworkshops.com, look under the Workshops tab, and follow along with us. The next workshop will be part 2 of 2 on April the 20th at 11 a.m. Eastern. And down here, you can follow the workshops that have been done in the past. In addition, you can follow along at PHONEWORD Workshop, our phone phoneword_workshops on Twitter and see what updates there are. And you can also see the YouTube channel for under PHONEWORD workshops. So that's about it for today. I do invite you to tune in, and let me stop the screen sharing here. Okay. So I invite you to continue to tune in. We've had short sessions over the last few months. Basically, I think there's some direction now in terms of a definitive platform to adopt, and it is the intention to do some actual coding and go through some demos. So thank you for your interest. I do invite you to join us on the 27th of April for a sister presentation, which is called PHONEWORD Forum, the PHONEWORD Forum, and that'll be on Wednesday, April the 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern. In addition, there is the Desert Blockchain events here in Phoenix, Arizona, that I invite you to tune into, and that's under desertblockchain.com. There's going to be a meetup on April the 27th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at Gangplank Chandler. You can go to the website and look down at the bottom and see the meetups page there at desertblockchain.com. And on April the 30th, Saturday, there'll be a day-long event from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Gangplank Chandler, which will be talks in the morning, lunch, and then sort of a workshop in the afternoon. So thank you for tuning in. I invite you to join us next week, April the 20th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and we will continue to explore some new and innovative technology in the realm of naming, addressing, and numbering, as well as other distributed technologies and peer-to-peer networking. So thank you very much.